My family has been working their butt off for the past 18 years building a pest control business that hasn't really grown bigger than themselves. And last year, I changed careers and now I'm honestly working with them full time. And now, because my main goal has honestly changed, and my main goal really is to retire my parents. And honestly, it's been a lot harder than I thought originally. See, I started working with my parents 6 months ago. And honestly, it wasn't my first choice because I was honestly blind to the actual opportunity that was really in front of me. Because growing up and being very entrepreneurial and getting into self-help and doing all these different stuff, I was basically taught that the main thing that I should be looking out for, especially as a young 20-year-old, is like my career should be in something that I'm passionate about, right? Because that's all that matters. I mean, I guarantee you probably heard that, because if you work in something that you're passionate about, you'll never have to work a day in your life, and working won't even feel like work. I bet you've heard that before. And honestly, like, sure, that can be true for a lot of different people. Don't get me wrong. But trying to chase this elusive dream, which was for me like more in the content game and online sales and doing all this different jazz, it made me miss out on the opportunity that I had right in front of me, which was really the fact that my parents owned their own business and wanted to work with me, of all people, and were planning to give this business to me at some point in their lives. Now, I don't know about you, not a lot of people have this opportunity, because even statistics that I'm hearing now, even from people like Cody Sanchez, for instance, they're pretty much saying that like most people who have owned businesses, family-owned businesses, their children don't want any part of it at all because it's not interesting, it's not high-end, it's not online, it's not all that different jazz. And yet there's a whole lot of opportunity in those areas because people are aging out, right? The boomers need to sell off their businesses and everything else like that. My parents aren't boomers, but whatever. But the thing is, rather than having to go through the rudder of starting something on my own, starting from complete zero, I have this opportunity to actually start building something that's already been established for 18 years, I might add, and 18 years with satisfied customers. And this business has taken our family from complete dirt broke, bankrupt, to now pretty much middle class. And that's something that is a complete blessing. And I say this not to just be like, oh, I'm so blessed or whatever, but I'm just like, I need to also look at myself of just like, okay, what leverage do I have? And this is the leverage that I do have. And while before I was so into online marketing and appointment setting, for instance, now that's just completely changed. Because the main thing is this: my parents, they've been working their butts off, like I mentioned. And the business really never grew past the two of them. And just maybe 2 to 3 years ago, they just now started hiring other people. And even then, that's been a very difficult journey. And I'm officially the third person that they've hired other than other people. And it's been difficult. And right now, because I see them working so hard and I know that they have the best intentions in mind and they've done so much for me, what my honest goal is, which is not so that I can make so much money, but I want to be able to make this business something in the future so that they don't have to be in the day-to-day anymore. And that's my honest goal. Like, it's not income in my bank account or whatever. It's like more business income if you think about it. But I really just want it to be in a place where they don't have to be in the day-to-day anymore, where they can sit on the sidelines, be more executive, think of high-level decisions while we have a team that can organize everything. Well, maybe I can work at the day-to-day and then phase myself out, however that looks like. But building it will take time. And it's been tough. Because initially when I first started working with them, I didn't want to, because it was to the fact of I was working the job that I really, really loved, helping people with their finances, doing online sales, making a good amount of money. And it was online, it was convenient. I worked in my home, I was in AC right here where I'm at right now. And then all that got cut off. And then pretty much one of the other options that I did have after praying about it was just like working with my parents. And that's something I didn't want to do. And I went ahead with it. God pushed me in this direction, so I went ahead towards it. And honestly, funny enough, my demeanor was so bad in the beginning because I essentially was just grieving the loss of my previous job and then not feeling really great with this job right now. And it was just a back and forth of like, man, I just don't want to do this. Just get me out of here, please. And literally when I'm signing the paperwork to be an employee for them in the company and everything, I did not crack one smile. I was not excited at all. I was just like, please, let's just get over this. Like, explain what you need to do, whatever, let's move on. And it was a little disheartening for them. I know, I can imagine. But slowly, because I knew this was something that God really pushed me towards, because I wouldn't have thought of it just like, hey, why not work with your parents? Even though that was the one thing that I didn't really want to do. And so through this whole process, my heart started to change a lot. Rather than me focusing so much on myself of like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a pay cut. Oh my gosh, I don't like this work. Oh my gosh, but my frame of mind really changed to how can I serve my parents more? Because I feel like they deserve it. They've done so much for me as a kid and even as a young adult now that I should do something for them. And my honest goal now is just to make sure that this is something that they can retire from, right? Where they don't have to break their backs literally doing this every single day. And they can have a team behind them, a team that they love and learn to grow with, and serving more people in the Orlando area too. And that's one of the main things that I've been working towards, especially in this last 6 months. So this 6 months was just pretty much learning the job, because I'm doing the work with my dad out in the field, learning, meeting all these different customers, learning how to kill bugs, learning how to not be disgusted by them anymore, and doing all of this hard work, going from literally an AC room to about 97-degree heat in a long sleeve and long pants, and then wiping a brush on all of these different buildings and spending hours on outside, which was not fun. I could tell you that. But my heart started to change, and something I want to talk more about in these videos really is just what we're doing, what we're changing, and what makes us need to change, because dealing with each other and making sure that we call each other out on, the limiting beliefs that we have, the mistakes that we make within clients, them giving me feedback, I'm giving them feedback, and making sure that we all can grow in that way. It's been tough. It really has been, but we're not giving up. It's in the new year now, and we have a strategy. We're learning a lot of different techniques. We're learning a lot of different strategies. And the main thing is, I just want this business to become something that isn't just something that is stuck between my parents and I. That we can help a lot of different people, not just with the services, but more or less with like the employment, and actually helping people grow in their lives and expand their careers and whatever like that. Because that's the main thing that I want to grow this into. And yeah, like in growing any single business, it's tough. Learning new behaviors, trying to teach new behaviors, implementing new ideas, being consistent with those ideas, lead follow-up, getting the leads, making sure that you have appropriate service, calling these different people, making sure that you're getting sales, making sure that you're operating everything good and financially savvy. It's a lot into it. And it's a lot more than just an online business too, which is just like physical labor. You got products, you got materials, you got time windows, you got appointments you got to make, and all these different jazz. And it's a lot. But we're not giving up. And that's the main thing. Because I just want to say this here, and as a thing for me as well to understand, I'm not giving up no matter how hard it is. And the main thing is, I'm not doing it for me anymore. I'm doing it for someone else. This business will become mine, yeah, sure. But I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for them. Because I love them so much. So much more than I did before, I guess. And I want to lead with this sacrificial love at that point. In the same way that I know I'm going to get married, so like that kind of coincides with it too. And so this is just this video for this week. I just want to share that these are my goals really, and how tough it really has been questioning what I've been doing with my life for like the past 6 months sometimes. But it's fun, it's tough, and hey, if you could take anything out of this, the one thing that I've really learned the most is just don't focus on yourself. If you want big goals to happen, or even just like the motivation to propel yourself forward, it has to be so much bigger than you. It has to be so much bigger than you, and focus on someone else. Really. Preferably someone else who can't do anything more for you at the end of the day. But for me, it's my parents. And yeah, it's a lot of word babble, but peace.